Hi guys, this is Vince. Today I want to talk about Celsius token. As you can see, this is the chart for Celsius token on TradingView. Now that does not go all the way back here. I don't know why that is, but we've seen an all-time high on the 2nd of May of $9.25 actually on the 2nd of May 2021. But yeah, we never quite reached those levels again. Right here we had a peak. But yeah, that was very transitory. This was also very transitory, by the way, but yeah, it is an all-time high. So we've pretty much been down since like the middle of October last year. And we've been down ever since, really. Just like this coin has been going into the abyss, There is some rumors that Alex Mashinsky is currently like dumping on the market and, dumping on the community. So yeah, that's not very nice. That's not very Chanel from him to do that. So yeah, let's look into the astrology and see if we can find out what's really happening with this token, see if there's any, light ahead or some brighter future ahead for this token, really. Yeah, so this is the chart that I have for Celsius token. So I have it at the 9th of April, being born on the 9th of April, 2018, born at 7 a.m., 40 minutes and 16 seconds in Tampa, Florida, USA. Now, why do I use Tampa, Florida, USA? It's because the chief technical officer, or the guy who pretty much develops the crypto coin, he is located in Tampa according to internet sources. So I went with that, and this is the chart that I came up with. And so we have an Aries Lagna, Ashwini rising. The ascendant lord is in the 9th house. We have a benefic in the Lagna. We have a malefic aspect, or a malefic conjunction actually, with the ascendant lord. The ascendant is aspected by two benefics, or there's one benefic in the ascendant and there's another benefic aspect in the ascendant. So Jupiter is aspecting the ascendant and Venus is in the Lagna. So yeah, those are good points, but then the ascendant lord is, is hammered by this Saturn. Now we have Sun in the 10th house, 12th house actually. The 12th house is not very favorable position for the Sun to be in. It's not its favorite position. It can lead to like robberies and stuff like that. So Sun being a significator for father kind of strokes well with the idea that Alex Mashinsky might be dumping on the market. Now, Sun is not the only significator for father. Some people take Jupiter as the significator for father. And the 9th house is sometimes taken as the father, and as well as the 10th house, 10th Bava. So yeah, we got like 4 significators for the father right here. So it's interesting to see that currently we have Rahu in the Lagna. Rahu is the Abhayogi. That should pretty much bring the price down, but the price has been going down ever since Rahu was in Taurus already. So perhaps when it went over the 2nd house cusp, things went down south as well. But anyways, Rahu is at 26 degrees of Aries. Right there. So, and that means we have Ketu in the 7th house, in the 7th Bava. Pardon my drawing skills, it's terrible, but you get the idea. 26 degrees, just like that. So K2 is pretty much on this Jupiter, this significator for father. So K2 tends to bring with it sometimes a hex and stuff like that in the cryptocurrency, or just failures. And K2 is the planet, or the shadow that takes things out of your life, or takes things away from you. And it being with Jupiter ruling the 9th house and the 12th house where Sun is located, sponsor of the Lagna Lord and everything. Yeah, not very positive. And it being a significator for father, and the 9th house being a significator for father as well, not very positive. Now, mind you, Rahu is also aspecting this 9th house, so it's aspecting Mars and Saturn as well. So it's afflicting Mars and Saturn right there in the 9th house. So the ascendant lord is pretty much afflicted by transit and also natally. The dispositor of the ascendant lord is also afflicted by transit due to Ketu being there. And those are all kind of significates for the father, and the son is as well, so like I said, can lead to robberies and stuff like that. But then we have the 10th house. We have K2 moon right here, and through transit there is one little planet there. That's right here. Pluto is at 4 degrees of Capricorn. So it is said in the Laukitab that when Rahu is in the 4th house and K2, or when Moon is in the 10th thing, Rahu is in the 4th house, all planets turn malefic during the Dasha of the Moon. Now, which Dasha is this coin running right now? It's the Moon Dasha. So that's interesting to know. Then we are running Jupiter Antra Dasha right here, which is also interesting because it's transited by K2. K2 is the yogi planet though, but it's in the 7th house, and Rahu, the Avayogi, is in the Lagna, so that's not very positive. Perhaps when Rahu moves over 7 degrees in this chart, or varies, we may see some pump, because we got the yogi point right there. So perhaps in 2023, there will be some upside to this token, but we don't know how much further it's going to go down, because pretty much the whole market is, down into the abyss, and not just the crypto market, but every market pretty much. All the stocks are down and everything. So yeah, this is pretty much what I'm seeing in this chart. This is what caught my attention, and yeah, I would not be surprised if this Alex Mashinsky guy is actually dumping on the market with these kinds of trends going on, and using this chart, if this is the correct chart, of course. Now, there are some people that use London as the location, but I went with Tampa, Florida, because it just makes more sense to me to use the location of the chief technical officer, and not really the place where they, announced that they launched the token, because I think, I don't know if the guy actually launched it from London. I think he launched it from Tampa, Florida, and it kind of seems to make sense if we look at the transits and stuff happening right here. Mind you, Pluto with the moon can also bring situations of abuse and stuff like that. So that's an interesting thing to note. And it being with the moon, moon is a sensitive planet, it gets influenced quite easily, and it being affected by K2 and Pluto, that's not very nice. So yeah, all the significates for father are pretty much afflicted in this chart, whether through transit or natally. So yeah, I would not be surprised if this Alex Mashinsky is kind of dubious, doing some dubious business right here. Again, this is just astrology. This is not financial advice. This is not a judgment or in any means, but this is just what I'm seeing, and I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. So this is what really stood out to me. Now, if you're interested in my crypto lists, I make monthly lists. I don't think this month has any upside for, well, the most tokens that we know, actually. So I got a list right here. This is the free list that I made for June. I also have an elite list. It goes for 18 bucks and 15 cents. That one has 93 coins, and 31 of them are on this free list, actually. So you get 62 coins more, and they all have a date attached to them. Now, this is rather arbitrary. It can be one day off, but usually it should be quite accurate. But please, do your own research and try to apply some technical analysis to these tokens and see if they really go, because sometimes they don't go. I also added a trust score to them, how much trust I put into them, and everything like that. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me at thedoorsoflight@gmail.com. And if you're not interested, that's completely fine with me as well. So yeah, that's basically it from my side. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this chart of Celsius and what's going on here. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.